Morning and welcome back to the Young Pumpkin Spice TV. Welcome back to another video, right? And it's like I have a few 2 cents I want to put in, and it's going to be like a couple of story, as you would call it, 10 tour in a one, you know. So guys, at the end of this video, please remember to like, share, leave a comment in the comment section. And if you're watching and you're not yet a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. What I want to talk about is a couple of things that going around here on social media, right? So how about this video that I saw going around with this artist named Enance bought his mother a car, right? And everybody apparently is beating Vybz Kartel. Can you hold on a second? Can I call you back in a minute? Let me call you back in a minute. Thanks. Everybody's trying to beat Vybz Kartel now to say that this lady, Enance's mother, was assigned to Vybz Kartel for years, and is only 2 years now since Enance come into this music thing, and in 2 years he was able to buy his mother a car. No, nobody is not disputing the fact that this lady was assigned to Vybz Kartel music. But see, that was when Vybz Kartel was out and about and on the stage, right? Vybz Kartel was accused and sentenced to a lot of years in prison. He spent 13 years behind bars for some allegedly unaliving of, as everybody know, somebody named they call Lizard, right? So with all this time, when Vybz Kartel was locked away in jail, and if this lady was assigned to the Gaza, right? The Gaza camp is a big thing. Vybz Kartel and the Gaza camp was a big thing back then. And Vybz Kartel stayed in jail for 13 years. So anybody that was affiliated with Vybz Kartel music, anybody that was on the stage with him, ladies that did a lot of collaboration with him, you know, and back when he was out and on the stage, right? And in the Gaza, and the Gaza was Gaza. So how now, after 13 years, while being in jail for 13 years, you want to tell me that nobody didn't try to enhance their or enlarge in their territory? No. So what you're telling me, after 13 years in a prison and many more, because who knows what would have been his fate? Nobody knows what was going to be his fate. Nobody knows if he was gonna be free. Nobody know if he was even gonna stay in prison until he unalive in prison. You know, nobody knows that he was gonna if he was gonna pass away in prison, locked up. Nobody knows what was going to be the outcome. So nobody should sit there and wait and Vybz Kartel to come out to make them, you know, rich, make them have cars, houses, money in the banks and all these things. Because remember now, everybody, your teeth, to me, if you're in the Gaza, a whole lot of people would have give anything for a moment in time when Vybz Kartel was running things and was on stage. Everybody would love to have a piece of Vybz Kartel. If it's even one bars, one sentence in their song, you know, all they want is just a collab from Vybz Kartel, and you know, to push them further, to get them out there. He put everybody, as long as you get that, you are out there. So you should capitalize on that. So if all the people that was assigned to Vybz Kartel, World Boss, right? World Boss is even bigger now. World Boss is world boss now, because he's big he's big now. His name is bigger, and more is expected of him right now, because it's like Vybz Kartel can't even fit in this world anymore. World Boss, I don't even know what they're gonna call him after World Boss. But that's how big Vybz Kartel is now and in demand right now. So if you did do any form of song or do any collab or anything at all with Vybz Kartel then, and you never get yourself together, get it up and running, you're sad, right? For all these years, and you never have a car, Vybz, and you never get a car until when your son come now and start doing his thing and get you a car. So what is everybody beating Vybz Kartel for? I never said the young ladies, the ladies beating him. I'm saying everybody's beating him on the internet. That I guess he should have been the one to get this lady a car. He got Sean Storm a car. Sean Storm was affiliated with him back in the days. I don't know what he was, if he was a artist or whatever he was, but he and Vybz Kartel was locked up behind bars along with Madpuss, or you know, something like that, the name, you know. So if he come out and he decides, so you know something, everybody get a chance after me and could have come up and could have established themselves and could have, you know, give them a break. So Spice, big up yourself, Spice. Spice get a big song, Ramping Shop, with Kartel. That's one of the biggest thing, you know. Popcorn get a song that is one of the biggest thing. Where you get the new Clarks, the daddy. Where you get the new Clarks, the daddy. I wish color that. Paddy no party. And you alone have that style, the daddy. The queen for England and for love of yardy. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get out your way. Yeah. Yeah, that will work. Oh God, that was close. Anyway, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I got a little distracted by that school bus. I don't want to have a run-in with them at all. So, you know, if Spice didn't do anything with the alignment that she have with Vybz Kartel, if Popcorn didn't do anything, because right now Popcorn on his way. He's been on his way. He don't really need the Gaza. No, he don't have to say Gaza. He's unruly. He's all around. He's you know, he's on his own. Spice is doing her own thing. Well, Givenchy, if you didn't do nothing, that's on you. What's the other one name that was there? Black Rhino, if you didn't do nothing, it's on you. Nobody can blame Vybz Kartel for anything that did not establish after he's gone to jail, because nobody know what his fate was going to be, not even him himself. So the only obligation I feel like this man should have right now is to his family, his children. His children were very young when when all of this went down. They are all grown up, and thanks be to God, they never go to jail with him, or end up behind bars with him, like some man, they go to jail and them and their child in jail at the same time. He's not that. I don't think they are not of that nature, and I will forever say, big up yourself, Shorty, because when Kartel was incarcerated, you was the one who was holding down your boys, and boys are one of the hardest thing to hold down in a time like this generation. Children now, you have to be very strong. You have to have your head on your body. You have to have your feet on the ground to grow up some boys and keep them out of prison, especially when it alleged what their father, the father go to prison, is in prison for. It's very hard, because in some people that say, so the cow, so the calf, because just because him was condemned in prison for something, well, he eventually get freed off, but his name was attached, and he was even sentenced to a long time in prison, that he spent all of 13 years out of that, and any card could have did play at the time. But he held his own, and he said God got him, God is the greatest, and you can't argue with that, right? So with that being said, this lady now that got a car from her son, and everybody's beating him, saying, they've been together for so many years, and it ended up that her son must have to got her a car. I would have been of a car, and then, so big up yourself, Vybz Kartel, big up yourself, Enhance, for thinking of getting your mama a vehicle. That is very big of you. That's wonderful. It is good when you find you're coming to a little wealth, and the first person you should try to spend it on is the person who give God thanks, and the person who took care of you, the person who birthed you. It is all good, nice and good that you consider your mom, so that's good of you. Big up yourself, and I hope God continue to enlarge your territory, so you could help your mother, your family, and I hope you do well in the dancehall business, or reggae dancehall business, whichever one you're in. And then the other thing is that what everybody talking about, Stickiana. It's Stickiana. You see, right about now, can't say no. They say if you don't have good to say, don't say bad. To each his own at this point in time, right? To each his own. If the lady have a man, and the man, I don't know how old the lady is, but everybody is saying she got a young boy. 20 years, they said that he's 20 years old and he got unalive and she's mourning and she's crying and scamming and begging and doing all sort of stuff. Well, see, Sticky, on in that case, to each his own. Me, personally, I personally, 59 and over. If you're not 59, you can't even, you can't say hi to me. I don't want you, no. I don't want your number, no. I don't want to meet you nowhere, no. I don't want to, none of your time, and no. If you're not, that's me. I don't, so I can't beat her and say, well, she shouldn't go and take up a guy that is 20 years old, or, you know, half her age, or 3/4 of, or, you know, something like that. So, with that being said, I'm just gonna be like, if I don't have good to say, don't say bad. I'm just talking about me personally. You know, that is not going to happen to me, not in this life, because me feel like you have to be at least 59 and over for me. You know, so me not have bad to say. Me just I said that because me I said that about me. Me wouldn't do that. That's not my thing. Maybe that's her thing, and if that's her thing, that's just her thing. To each his own. So everybody really should stop beating her. Even though it was said that she was beating other lady of doing the same thing she did with a younger, you know, a younger spouse and stuff. But right now, I'm not even beating nobody about that. If you want to take up somebody that is as young as your son, all I know is I'm not going to, that's not my thing. If you're not, you have to be 59 and over for me. That's all I'm saying about that. And, you know, the other thing, what they're talking about, Beenie Man and Jacket and so on. You know, everybody just really wants something to beat Beenie Man about, or to talk about Beenie Man about. You know, that young lady is a grown woman now. Thank God she get grown before all this, you know, rumors and stuff. But people must actually try to be mindful. Remember that it's a growing young lady, you know, and she has grown past childhood stage. Beenie Man don't have to be responsible for her again, you know, because she passed child age, you know. She's a grown woman now, and she could probably go and find herself a nice little job on her own. And she's a pretty little girl, very nice. So people should stop really calling her, or, you know, stop talking about you get Jacket, and be careful of, don't hurt the little girl feelings. And we're coming back to, you know, the Perrys get help, and everybody's saying that this person get help twice, and everybody's trying to have the worst to say about, and all the, well, in Mr. Perry's case, the only reason why they would want to beat Mr. Perry is talk about is try to get to the one person that go on and discover and try to help Mr. Perry. And everybody hate that person. All the haters, is only the haters and the people that don't like that lady that you know, start the help for him. That's the only reason why they would want to have anything bad to say about that, because I don't see what bad about that. It's a good thing that she able to help him with, along with her donors. The people them trust her with their money. No matter what, everybody talk about she has scam donor and this and that. She not scam the donor, because up to the time no donor can come out and come say the lady scam their money. You know, you have some trusted donor. Anything at all that this lady says she's going to do she's going to help somebody. It's not, we know it's not her money. It's not her money. It's people's money. It's the donors' money that are sending, that they are sending to her. And the reason why they are sending it to her and not to she or the old lady, because they don't trust them with their money. This lady transparency at its best. Nobody ever have any money wranglings with her at no time at all these years. For over 6 years now, or 6 years now, everybody been trying to say she scammed and this and that and all this stuff, but nobody can come out with no proof. No police now come put no handcuff on her, say she scammed nobody and that's and stuff like that. So now, in the same sticky on in that regard, right? So I see, should I even talk about that? Because I'm not defending anybody. I'm just listening to what they've said. Because I think this a blogger did a post on it. A blogger did dissect the video and put in her 2 cents. And I see another blogger come on and I say this blogger looking friend, that's why she put in, that's why she talk about it. And I don't even know how does that. I don't know, but I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave. I'm not even gonna put no 2 cents in that. So guys, I'm gonna have to cut this live now because I got a phone call to make. But I'll come back with the rest of the story that I have to come with. So in the meantime, if you come to the end of this video, watch it out to the end, and please remember to give the video a thumbs up. Please remember to like and share the video. You're watching the video, but you didn't give it a thumbs up, please, because those videos are edifying. Some of the videos are funny, edifying, the truth, put in my 2 cents, and very funny at it, so just go ahead and like up the video, give the video some likes so somebody else can see it, and we still looking for subscribers in the subscription department. So please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. Well guys, I'm capitalizing off of this cartel thing, because if you have, I never met this man, but all I know, him come up with one little slang, say, "I want this under me nose." I'm out. I'm out.